finally back after a pretty long hiatus. Today we're going to be doing a quick video because my rear view camera actually just went out. A lot of people let it sit for a while, and from what I can read, I cannot even find a fuse or anything like that. Most people come to the conclusion that it is actually their rear view switch light, which will be on the side of your transmission. So today I'm actually at a do-it-yourself shop trying it out here in Austin. They charge something like $32.50 an hour, and they have all the tools. They have lift bays, they have mechanics here that can help you out if you need it, but I just need a space because in front of my house doesn't work anymore. So we'll be trying this out today, and I'll get back to you with some more insight on how the install goes. Initially what happened was the rear view camera was very spotty, and it would come on sometimes it would turn off, sometimes come on, and then it just started getting more and more spotty till eventually it just was off, and then it'll come on like a random time, like every month or so. And to me that sounded like a switch, because switches kind of go bad over time, especially ones that are kind of pressure switches. They get pressed a bunch. So that's why I'm kind of exploring that avenue first over like a relay or a fuse, because those are going to be snap gone and you wouldn't have a rear view camera anymore. And let me tell you, backing up without a rear view camera in this car is not something you really enjoy. To start us off, we need a very specific set from Harbor Freight. The 3-piece square drive socket caps by Pittsburgh. I'll add those to the description below. It's super helpful to have a lift and a transmission jack for this. It allows us to drop the transmission a few inches without damaging the trans or pulling it out of the car. The switch is located behind a black metal plate held in with 3 12mm screws. The top won't be accessible without dropping the trans just a little bit. After connecting the transmission jack to a solid point, you have to remove 4 14mm bolts holding the trans bracket in place. Along with those, remove the tuner nuts to disconnect the brackets from the trans. This allows us to move the bracket out of the way. With that out of the way, you have access to the bracket. Remove the wiring harness connected to it, and this will use the 12mm deep socket that is 3/8 with the socket cap attached. With the trans only lowered a few inches, the socket should fit right into the housing area with a little overhang. Grab your 12mm crescent wrench and remove all 3 bolts. Here is the bracket out to allow you to see where all the bolts are located. If they're too tight to do with the small wrench, grab your larger wrench and connect it to the bottom to create more torque. Here is the plug. Press and release the top to pull it out. Now you're going to break your switch loose with a large 21mm deep socket and the 3/4 inch cap connected. Here is the new switch. You'll want to add a little red Loctite onto the threads to prevent leaking and to hold it into place. Screw it so that the plug comes as close to the 12 o'clock position as possible, and then you'll grab your plug and snap it into place. After complete, reattach the trans cross bracket and take the trans jack out from under the car. I'm going to lower the car completely to check my work before totally tightening everything. Once I've verified that, I decided to keep the wiring harness bracket out due to the difficulty of access if I ever need to get back in here. I opted to 2 nice black zip ties to hold the harness from hitting the drive shaft. Tighten down all remaining bolts to their torque specs, and then you have a complete switch replacement. Double check, making sure it works after 30 minutes or so to let the Loctite start to cure so that no leaks happen. Alright, so we just finished up. They have a 2-hour minimum, so it was like $64.95 for card. They do give a little discount for cash. Honestly, if I'd known about this place a long ass time ago, I would have been here. I will pay $60 for a lift to get underneath this car any day of the week. Do it. This job only took me an hour because I had all the tools, all the lift, everything was super accessible. This was the best choice I ever made. It is not as hard as the forums say. They'd be freaking out if you just follow the simple steps I've shown in this video, and you will get your reverse camera back, because I know that is annoying to reverse this car without it. Hope to be doing some more videos soon. We'll see how the schedule goes. Thank you so much.